So Sable is really a very complex operation. I mean, if you think about it, we're 200 kilometers offshore. They commute by helicopter. We supply them with food, materials, equipment via boat. These operations face very, very difficult challenges with the weather, right? So we have, high winds, strong winter storms, we have ice, we have snow, and even in the summer we have fog. So logistically, a very complicated set of operations.
When Mr. Smithers started the company in 1983, there was very little offshore Nova Scotia. It was a burgeoning industry here. There was some exploration ongoing, but not much in the way of production. That was started in 1998. That Secunda has been a part of since day one and through now to the end.
Now that the natural gas reserves have been mostly produced, we have the responsibility to actually remove these facilities. And for that, we have established this decommissioning project.
This project gives me a sense of pride in that, we're basically out here trying to restore this area to the way it was before we were here. So being a Nova Scotian, the environment, the ocean specifically are very important to me, and that's just something I take pride in.
The Sable project development increased support and interest in some of the work that I was doing. We started the beach bird surveys on Sable Island, which was one of the longest running monitoring programs for beach and oiled seabirds in Atlantic Canada. The relationship between Sable Island and the offshore energy industry frequently comes up in discussion. We've all become more aware of the risks and consequences associated with the extraction and use of fossil fuels. Nevertheless, my experience on Sable Island with the personnel and partners associated with the Sable project has been a kind of a long-term respect and support for the island, a commitment to conservation and research, and collaboration in solving and addressing environmental issues and concerns.
Sable performance has been recognized internationally. I think that is because of the culture we have, the training we received from ExxonMobil, the nobody gets hurt mentality, and looking after one another. I think we have a real good culture of caring for one another, and that's why we enjoy the success we had this long.
My favorite thing about working at Sable is still the people. I've said it before, and I'll say it again, but the people at Sable are just like your family.
These people really, really care about each other. And I'm not just saying that. The proof is actually in the 15 years that we have gone without a lost time injury.
This project has been extremely successful. This was really the first major offshore project here in Nova Scotia, and working alongside ExxonMobil has helped develop a large number, hundreds of supply companies in this community.
Today, there's Secunda alumni all over the world, and the vast majority of those people started their careers here, East Coast Canada, on the Sable project.
It's created thousands of jobs in the province between people that work offshore, people on supply boats. The province has benefited greatly, almost $2 billion in revenue just in royalties, so it's meant a lot to this province.
The best part about working on this project has probably been the experience to work with guys who have been here for 20 plus years, pass their knowledge and experience to me.
Now, the common thread of these people is that they are Nova Scotian. This is a Nova Scotia project. The last 20 years or so, they have been employed by this industry and have been learning skills and competencies that they will use all over the world in their future. But we're not done yet. We still have to safely shut in our production, and we have to make sure that we complete our decommissioning project and finish strong.
There is more opportunity coming here to the offshore market here in Canada, and we're certainly very hopeful and optimistic that Nova Scotia's offshore will start to develop again, hopefully in the future.
There have been hundreds, if not thousands, of people who have touched the Sable Offshore Energy Project. Each and every one of you should be proud of the accomplishments we are celebrating, and I encourage you to take what you've learned to your future work sites so that all those projects can be as successful as this one.